Look at your life. You are fragile. You are reactive. You are easily manipulated by the world's noise. Someone insults you, and you explode. Someone criticizes you, and you doubt yourself. Something doesn't go as planned, and you collapse. You are controlled by your emotions, by other people's opinions, by circumstances beyond your power. The 99% are already dead inside, walking corpses, slaves to external chaos. But the 1% live by a code, an unbreakable code. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire by this code. Epictetus survived slavery by this code. Seneca faced execution by this code. And they remained calm, focused, unshaken, while the world burned around them. Today, I reveal it. The 7 laws that make you invincible. Not motivational theory, operational reality. By the end of this video, you'll have the exact code that separates masters from slaves. Before we forge the first law, I need to know if you are here to transform or just to watch. Subscribe and like to join the forge. If you are ready to kill your weak version, comment Unbreakable right now. Let the world know you are no longer a slave. Comment Unbreakable now. Let's begin. Law 1. Selective indifference. The first law, care about less, accomplish more. Right now, you care about everything, every opinion, every trend, every drama, every notification. That's why you're weak. Your attention is scattered. Your energy is depleted. The 1% practice selective indifference, ruthless filtering of what deserves their focus. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Most events don't deserve your power. Most opinions don't deserve your energy. Most noise doesn't deserve your attention. Here's the filter. Does this strengthen me? No. Ignore it. Does this align with my mission? No. Ignore it. Does this matter in 5 years? No. Ignore it. Everything else is irrelevant. Celebrity gossip? Irrelevant. Political theater? Irrelevant. Social media drama? Irrelevant. Your job is simple. Protect your mental bandwidth. Epictetus said, "If you wish to be free, desire nothing and no one that is not within your control." The 99% are enslaved to external noise. The 1% are selectively indifferent. While the masses are distracted by everything, you're focused on the only things that matter. This is Law 1, selective indifference. Ignore the noise, focus ruthlessly, care about less, accomplish more. Law 2, the silent execution. The second law, execute in silence, no announcements. The 99% talk constantly, announcing plans, seeking validation, broadcasting intentions. They get dopamine from the announcement. Their brain thinks they've already succeeded, so they never actually do the work. The 1% operate differently. Silent execution. Seneca wrote, "Let your intentions be known by your actions, not your words, your actions. You don't announce you're starting a business. You build it. Then they discover it when it's undeniable. You don't post about your transformation. You transform. Then they see the results. You don't explain your plans. You execute. Then the outcome speaks." Marcus Aurelius never wrote meditations for publication. It was his private work, his silent execution of philosophy. Only after his death did the world discover what he'd been building in silence. Here's the protocol. For the next 90 days, go ghost on your transformation. No social media updates, no progress posts, no explanations. When people ask what you're doing, working on something, that's it. Execute, build, transform, in complete silence, then emerge, undeniable. This is Law 2, silent execution. No announcements, no validation seeking, just relentless work. Law 3, emotional sovereignty. The third law, master your reactions, always. Right now, you're reactive. Someone provokes you, you explode. Someone triggers you, you respond emotionally. You're controlled, like a trained animal. The 1% are sovereign. They control their reactions completely. Epictetus taught, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. Not by things, by your interpretation of things. Someone insults you. That's just sound waves. Your anger is your choice. Someone rejects you. That's just information. Your suffering is your creation. Between stimulus and response, there is a gap. In that gap is your power. The protocol. When provoked, pause. 2 seconds minimum. Breathe. Then ask, is this worth my peace? 99% of the time, the answer is no. So you choose calm, deliberately, sovereignly. Marcus Aurelius wrote, choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. The harm isn't the event. The harm is your reaction, and you control that. The 1% respond. The 99% react. This is law. 3. Emotional sovereignty. Master your reactions. Insert the gap. Choose your response. Law 4. Voluntary hardship as power. The 4th law. Seek discomfort daily. The 99% avoid pain. Choose comfort. Stay soft. Then when real hardship arrives, they shatter. The 1% seek voluntary hardship. Daily training in discomfort. Seneca slept on floors, wore rags, fasted, simulating poverty to build immunity. Marcus Aurelius trained in harsh conditions, cold exposure, physical pain. Why? To prove, I can handle worse, life cannot surprise me. Your protocol, cold shower every morning, no warm-up, train hard, push past comfort, fast regularly, 16 hours minimum, 1 day per week, simulate loss, simple food, basic clothing, floor sleeping. Every voluntary hardship builds tolerance. When involuntary hardship comes, and it will, you're already prepared. Epictetus said, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body, but only if you seek the difficulties, only if you train. The 99% run from discomfort, the 1% run toward it. This is Law 4, voluntary hardship. Seek discomfort daily. Build immunity before life tests you. Law 5, the internal judge. The 5th law. Stop seeking external approval. Judge yourself. Right now, you're measuring success by their standards, their likes, their praise, their approval. That's slavery. Marcus Aurelius wrote, every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. You love yourself, but you trust their judgment more than your own. Stop. The 1% operate on an internal scoreboard. Self-approval is the only metric. Every morning, you define your own standards. Today's identity, today's actions, today's forbidden behaviors. At night, you judge yourself. Did I meet my standards? Yes or no? That's success, not their opinion, yours. When you build the internal judge, you become ungovernable. They can praise you. Doesn't matter. You already assessed yourself. They can criticize you. Doesn't matter. You already judged your performance. Epictetus taught, if you wish to be a philosopher, prepare to be ridiculed and mocked. Their opinion is irrelevant. Your self-assessment is everything. This is Law 5, the internal judge. Define your own standards. Judge yourself. External approval is prison. Law 6, memento mori, urgency. The 6th law, remember death. Act now. You're living like you're immortal. I'll do it tomorrow, next year, when I'm ready. You're not immortal. You're dying, right now. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Every decision filtered through mortality. If you died tonight, would you regret delaying? Yes? Then act today. The protocol. Every morning, say out loud, I will die. Maybe today. How will I use this day? Then take the most important action first, before email, before distractions, before anything. The thing you'd regret not doing if you died tonight. Seneca said, It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. You have time, but you're burning it on irrelevant noise. Memento mori creates urgency, eliminates procrastination, makes excuses impossible. The 99% live like they have forever. The 1% live like today is all they have. This is Law 6, Memento Mori Urgency. Remember death daily. Act now. Time is running out. Law 7, the unshaken soul, the inner citadel. The 7th and final law, build a fortress no one can breach. The 99% are emotionally exposed. Every insult wounds them. Every setback devastates them. Every criticism breaks them. They have no protection, no inner fortress. The 1% have built what Marcus Aurelius called the inner citadel, a mental fortress, unbreakable walls, guarded gates. He wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." The world is chaos, but inside the citadel there is peace. How to build it? Guard the gates. Not every thought gets entry. Not every emotion gets permission. Not every opinion has access. Before anything enters your mind, you inspect it. Is this useful? Does this strengthen me? If no, it doesn't enter. Fortify with truth. Your foundation is reality, not wishes, not fears. What is? When your citadel is built on truth, lies cannot penetrate. Manipulation cannot work. Retreat when needed. When the world is overwhelming, you retreat into yourself, into the fortress. There no one can touch you. No words can wound you. No chaos can disturb you. Epictetus said, "If a person gave your body to any stranger you met on your way, you would be angry. Yet you hand over your mind to anyone who comes along. Have you no shame in that? Stop giving strangers access to your inner world. Build the citadel. Guard it. Retreat to it. And become unshaken. When you master this law, you become invincible, not because nothing affects you, but because nothing can enter without your permission. This is Law 7, the unshaken soul. Build the inner citadel. Guard the gates. Remain calm in chaos. The Code 7 laws: selective indifference, silent execution, emotional sovereignty, voluntary hardship, the internal judge, memento mori urgency, the unshaken soul. This is the code, the operating system of the 1%. Marcus Aurelius used it to rule an empire without losing his mind. Epictetus used it to remain free in slavery. Seneca used it to face execution with calm. They weren't born unbreakable. They forged themselves unbreakable, using this code. And now you have it. The question is, will you apply it? Or will you watch this video, feel inspired for 10 minutes, then drift back into mediocrity? The 99% will do nothing. They'll stay fragile, reactive, controlled. The 1% will implement. Tomorrow morning, every morning, until it becomes who they are. Which are you? The code is in your hands. Will you apply it tomorrow morning, or will you drift back into mediocrity? The choice is yours. Subscribe to Stoic Forge if you choose the code. This is where we build the unbreakable. And remember, the world will try to break you tomorrow. Your emotions will try to control you. External forces will try to own you. But if you live by this code, you remain unshaken. Stay unshakable. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. The 99% are broken by the world. The 1% are forged by it. Choose the code. Choose the forge. Be unbreakable.